Ever feel like you're not really in control of your own life? Like some invisible force is pulling the strings? Well, you're not wrong. Money and the rules that govern it have a much tighter grip on you than you think. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on 10 invisible economic principles that quietly control your world. Stick around because by the end of this, you'll see everything differently. First up, inflation. You hear about it on the news, see it in rising prices. But it's more than just numbers on a screen. Inflation is a silent thief that erodes the value of every dollar you earn and save. That $100 in your bank account, it buys less today than it did last year, and it will buy even less next year. This isn't just an economic metric. It's a form of control. When your money loses power, your financial freedom shrinks. You have to work harder just to stand still. It subtly pushes you to spend or invest rather than save, manipulating your financial decisions without you even realizing it. The system is designed to keep the economic wheels turning, and your declining purchasing power is the fuel. Next, let's talk about incentives. Why do you go to work? Why do you choose one brand over another? The simple answer is incentives. Our entire society is built on a complex web of rewards and penalties that guide our actions. Your boss offers a salary and maybe a bonus to get you to perform. Stores offer discounts and loyalty points to keep you coming back. These aren't just friendly suggestions. They are carefully crafted mechanisms to steer your behavior. It's not about free choice. It's about a designed path. We are constantly responding to these pushes and pulls, often without a second thought. Think about it. Every law, every company policy, every price tag is an incentive designed to make you do something specific. You think you're making a free choice, but you're really just following the breadcrumbs laid out for you. Third on our list is scarcity. Scarcity is the fundamental problem of economics. We have unlimited wants, but limited resources. This simple fact drives almost everything. Why are diamonds more expensive than water, even though we need water to survive? Scarcity. Why do limited edition sneakers sell for thousands? Scarcity. This principle taps into a deep-seated instinct. When something is scarce, we perceive it as more valuable and desire it more. Marketers use this all the time with limited time offers or only 3 left in stock. It triggers our fear of missing out and compels us to act immediately. This isn't about rational preference. It's an instinctual reaction. Scarcity dictates prices, fuels competition, and shapes our entire perception of value. It's a powerful tool that makes us chase things, not because we need them, but simply because there aren't enough to go around. Number 4 is opportunity cost. This one is huge, and it affects every single decision you make, big or small. Opportunity cost is the value of the next best alternative you give up when you make a choice. Choosing to watch this video means you're not doing something else, like reading a book or going for a walk. That's the cost. When you decide to spend money on a new phone, you're giving up the opportunity to invest that money or use it for a vacation. Life is a series of trade-offs. You can't have it all. This isn't about freedom. It's about constantly weighing one path against another. Every yes to one thing is an implicit no to countless others. The most successful people are masters at understanding and minimizing their opportunity costs, ensuring that what they choose is truly worth what they're giving up. At number 5, we have the sunk cost fallacy. This is a mental trap that keeps us stuck in bad situations. A sunk cost is a cost that has already been incurred and cannot be recovered. The fallacy is letting that past investment influence your future decisions. Have you ever continued watching a terrible movie just because you already paid for the ticket? Or stayed in a failing project because you'd already put so much work into it? That's the sunk cost fallacy in action. Logically, you should cut your losses and move on. But emotionally, it feels like a waste. This isn't about logic. It's a cognitive bias. Our aversion to loss makes us throw good money or time after bad. Recognizing this trap is the first step to escaping it and making smarter, forward-looking decisions based on future potential, not past mistakes. Number 6 is externalities. In economics, an externality is a side effect of an activity that affects other parties who did not choose to incur that cost or benefit. Think of a factory that pollutes a river. The community downstream suffers the consequences. That's a negative externality. On the flip side, if your neighbor plants a beautiful garden that you enjoy looking at, that's a positive externality. The point is, your actions don't happen in a vacuum. This isn't about isolation. It's about the ripple effect. The price you pay for a product rarely reflects its true cost to society. Climate change is the ultimate example of a negative externality. The choices we make as consumers and producers have widespread, often unseen, consequences for everyone. Our world is interconnected, and externalities prove that there's no such thing as a truly individual action. Coming in at number 7, game theory. Life is not a solo journey. It's a multiplayer game. Game theory is a study of strategic decision-making. It analyzes how we behave when the outcome of our choices depends on the choices of others. Think about negotiating a salary, driving in traffic, or even a political election. In each case, your best move depends on what you expect the other players to do. It's a constant dance of cooperation and competition. This isn't about randomness. It's about strategy. You're always trying to anticipate the moves of others and position yourself for the best possible outcome. From the Cold War to business cartels, game theory explains why people and nations act the way they do. Your daily interactions are more strategic than you think. Number 8 is market signals. How do businesses know what to produce? How do you know what skills are valuable in the job market? The answer is market signals, primarily prices. Prices are not just numbers. They are powerful messengers of information. A rising price for a product signals to producers that demand is high, encouraging them to make more of it. A high salary for a certain job signals to workers that those skills are in demand. It's a vast, decentralized communication system that coordinates the actions of billions of people. This isn't raw instinct. It's the language of economics. These signals steer resources to where they're needed most, all without a central planner. When you choose to buy one product over another, you're sending a signal, casting a vote for what you want more of in the world. At number 9, we have asymmetric information. This occurs when one party in a transaction has more or better information than the other. It's a power imbalance that can be easily exploited. The classic example is a used car salesman who knows about a hidden defect in the car he's selling you. You, the buyer, are at a disadvantage. This principle is everywhere. In financial markets, where insiders might have information you don't. In healthcare, where your doctor knows more than you do. Even on a job application, where you know your true abilities better than the employer. This isn't about a level playing field. It's about hidden advantages. Much of modern regulation, from financial disclosure laws to food labeling, is an attempt to correct these imbalances and protect the less informed party. Finally, number 10, perverse incentives. We talked about how incentives guide behavior, but sometimes they backfire spectacularly. A perverse incentive is one that has an unintended and undesirable result that is contrary to the intentions of its designers. For example, a company that rewards programmers based on the number of lines of code they write might end up with bloated, inefficient software. Or a policy that paid hunters for cobra tails in colonial India led to people breeding cobras just to collect the bounty. The system encouraged the very behavior it was meant to stop. This isn't about careful planning. It's about unforeseen consequences. It shows how difficult it is to design perfect systems and how humans will always find clever ways to game them. It's a humbling reminder that even the best laid plans can go wrong. So there you have it. Inflation, incentives, scarcity, opportunity cost, sunk costs, externalities, game theory, market signals, asymmetric information, and perverse incentives. These 10 forces are constantly at play, shaping your decisions, your opportunities, and your entire life. They aren't always obvious, but once you learn to see them, you can't unsee them. They quietly control your world. Understanding them is the first step toward taking back some of that control. Which of these economic forces surprised you the most? Which one do you see playing out in your own life right now? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single one. Thanks for watching, and if you found this valuable, be sure to like and subscribe for more content that helps you see the world more clearly.